Hello and good morning, or maybe it's good afternoon or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. I am live on Facebook Live for Intuitive Tuesday. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I am going to give you free card readings this morning. So I would like you to each put into the comments what you want the card drawn for, body, mind, or spirit. I designed this deck of oracle cards. I don't know if you all know my story. I actually used to teach yoga for many, many years. And as I was teaching yoga, I would get intuition and intuitive hits as to what the yoga postures meant on a spiritual level. And I just was I've always been really connected to spirit. I've been meditating since I was 13 years old, but I would get this intuition as to what the yoga postures meant on a different level than the physical, than the asana part of it, right? And so I started keeping notes of what the cards meant on a spiritual level. And then in 2012, I stepped into doing a Global Save a Challenge where I raised $20,000 for victims of sex trafficking in India. And when I did that, I really felt like I was in the flow. I took off my rose-colored glasses and stepped into my purpose. Moved through that fear and discomfort around it, which is what my work is all about. And then in 2013, I was getting ready to go to India, and I got another really, really clear intuitive hit to sell my studio. And I honored that intuitive hit, so I sold my studio. 2 days before I left to go to India, I handed over my keys to the studio. So, and everybody thought I was crazy, right? But this is what intuition does, is it pushes you to the edge and it makes you have to really fall into trust. And so I did. I trusted that intuitive hit. My husband said, "Are you crazy? What are you doing? You love yoga. You love teaching." It provided me a space to teach yoga classes, to teach workshops, to see clients, all of that. But again, I followed that intuitive hit and that intuition, and I sold my studio. So I came back from India, and it opened up this time and space for me to look at what am I going to do now that I'm back? And so I dug out my deck of oracle cards. I started editing them, and my daughter at the time then was in university as an art student. So I asked her if she would be willing to do the artwork for my cards, and she said yes. So we started this project of love together. And then as I was writing and editing the cards, I knew there was a book, and I knew I had more to say. And so the cards are 54 cards in the deck, and each one representing not just yoga asana, but all different aspects of yoga. And they're so great to use every day or on the full moon, new moon, to add ritual, to add clarity. And then my book is 54 chapters, where each chapter starts with the image, the divinatory part of what the yoga posture means, or the aspect of yoga, and then a short chapter on how to bring it into our everyday life. It's really about living yoga as opposed to doing yoga. A yogini doesn't have to go to a yoga class. She just intends every day to do something for her body, mind, and spirit. So yes, we are going to get to card readings, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of the backstory around how the cards came about. And so it was a year and a half or more of a place of putting a lot of time and energy into developing the cards and the book, so that to offer it to the world, to you, so that you can add it into your everyday practice, or use it for ritual, or to stay connected to your intuition. Because I believe that when we stay connected to our intuition, when we stay connected to that intuitive guidance, we are led to do different things and to step out of our comfort zone. And it does push us to our edge, though, and we need support. And we need support to stay connected to that guidance. And so now that's what my work has become, is offering that support through the mentorship program, through one-on-one counseling, through our circle of women, and through my workshops and trainings. So, all right, let's get started. That I didn't know I was going to go there, but I just got back from New York and Toronto, where I was telling a lot of people about my story. And it just occurred to me that you here might not actually know some of the background. So welcome. All righty, let's go back and see. I see lots of people popping on, so that's awesome. Good morning, Wanda, Lisa, Barb. All right, so I'm going to start at the top of my how it shows up for me. So I hope it's the same for you when you put it in. So good morning, Barb. A card for your mind, please. Alrighty, so as always with all my sessions, we need to start with a little bit of grounding. We know there's no separation between body, mind, and spirit. So we need to really get moving our body and allow the energy and the intuition to flow, not just in our mind, but to flow through the body as well. So if you can, get your feet on the ground. I'm actually took my slippers off and I've just got bare feet and I'm just tapping the floor. So feel your connection to the floor, tap, tap, tap your feet, even so that you start to get even little prickles in your feet. Then feel your buttocks in the chair or whatever you're sitting on. Roll out your shoulders, maybe move your head from side to side, whatever feels good for your neck and shoulders. Take a breath, deep breath, inhale, exhale out through the mouth. Just imagining that you're dropping into your body. Just drop into your body and feel the sensations in your body. How do you feel your intuitive hits? Where do you feel them? And then I'm just going to bring the cards to the heart center. And let's really connect to our breath, to our heart chakra. The element of the heart chakra is air. So breathing into the lungs. Relaxing your eyes and jaw. And my intention is just to give you messages. Oh, I turned. That's so funny. And to give you messages. So my intention for this morning is to give you intentions that really resonate with you and help you in your journey, in your process. Alrighty, so Barb, just feel they need a little bit more shuffling here. Okay, and this is your card. All right, Eagle Pose, messages from spirit and signs. So this is brilliant. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is for you, Barb. This is for all of us, is to recognize that we're always getting messages. We're always getting signs. It's so crazy, crazy, crazy. When I go away to do these conferences, these yoga conferences. I was in Victoria, I've been in Edmonton. Now I just was in Toronto and New York. When I'm away, I always look at the clock at 44 minutes. So 7:44, 9:44. I think even this morning I posted it was 7:44 that I was going to be here at 8:30. It's crazy how often I see it. And I just know it's a sign telling me that there's a reason for me to be there. So Barb, check into what signs are you getting? When do you see recurring numbers? When do you find feathers, or what are the signs that are coming to you? And then mentally getting excited about it and knowing that you're supported and knowing that Spirit's here with you and being there for you, right? So I just when I see it over and over again, I just know there's a reason for me to be doing what I'm doing when I'm at those conferences and talking to all those people that I know that that's what it's about. All right, thank you, Barb. Good morning, Adrian. All right. Oh, thanks, Wanda. I am home. I got home yesterday morning. Spirit. Okay. Yeah, it was crazy. I left Toronto in the morning, had 2 flights, and was home by noon. Like, it was amazing. Got to go to Costco, got my shopping done. Okay. All right, Wanda, Spirit. 3-part breath. Durga Pranayama. This is about really relaxing your central nervous system. And this is where you're going to connect to spirit. It's sometimes we want messages and we kind of feel like we might be going into a bit of, come on, let me know what I'm supposed to be doing, right? So believe me, I've been there. And I used to get the divine timing card and I'd be like, ah. I won't tell you what I said here. I'll tell you later. But this is really that it's only when we relax, when we calm, when we settle in and take time and connect to our breath that we will get the messages that we want. And that's where Spirit is going to be telling us what we need to hear, and even doing it with an intention, and then relaxing into 3-part breath, filling the lower belly with breath, the solar plexus, and the chest. And then exhaling from the lower belly, the solar plexus, and the chest. Awesome. Thank you, Wanda. And I'm super excited. Wanda is coming on my intuitive chakra training this weekend in Calgary. So if you want to join us, it's this weekend and it's going to be amazing. Cannot wait. Alrighty. Adrian, good morning. Body, please. Okay, this is your card. Third eye. Lots of high vibration spiritual cards this morning, even though you're asking for, we've had now body, mind, and spirit are the questions, but they're all really spiritually based cards so far this morning. So this is your third eye. This is follow your intuition. You know what's going on for you. And, we turn to doctors, we turn to the medical system, we turn to, maybe other even practitioners, but intuitively what is going on for your body, and its purpose, right? So maybe it's changing your perception about it a little bit, meditating on it. What does my body need right now? Asking, noticing where you're noticing any discomfort. Maybe you're feeling it in your back. I had a really long sleep last night, so I'm feeling it in my back, and I'm going to be doing some cat and cow here right away. Noticing it if you're feeling it in your neck and shoulders, sliding it down, and asking your body. There's a practice I do with the chakras, and you talk to your chakra, the parts of your body that your chakra relates to. And so going through the chakras and asking those parts of your body, what does it need? And listening for the answer. All right. Thank you, Adrian. Good morning, Lindell. Good morning, Lisa. Happy you're home safe and sound. I know it's so sad about Toronto, and I don't know that much about it. I just saw yesterday that there was some crazy person that drove down the sidewalk, but let's take a breath into that and just send out love to Toronto. I'm just thinking about the people that we met there and the people that were at the conference, people we met in the hotel. And just send love and healing energy. All right. Thanks, Lisa. I would love a card for my mind today. Okay. This is it. Okay. All right, I'm going to give you this one too, because this is off the top. All right, so this one is humor and laughter. This is boat pose, humor and laughter. And so this would typically have been the top card, so the one I would have drawn for you. And then I just felt drawn to draw this one out. And so this one is, again, for your mind, knowing that you're getting intuition, knowing that you're getting the intuitive hits, and trusting them, and not going into the whole, is it right? Is it right? Like going into that back and forth and, second guessing yourself, moving through that resistance, right? Moving through that, because that's what happens when we get intuition. When we get intuitive hits, we second guess and we self-doubt. And so this is about trusting your intuition and trusting that you're on point, that what you're getting, the intuition that you're getting is what is meant to be. And knowing that it's part of your purpose. And then using humor and laughter, having fun with it. Whatever it is going on in your mind, relaxing and stop stressing about it and worrying about it, but just relax into the fun factor of it all. Awesome. Thank you. I'm going to slip these into the middle here. All right. Good morning, Crystal. Shelley, for your mind. Okay. Whoop. That one just jumped out. Child's pose. Humility and protection. So going into child's pose, and see when we're in child's pose. So if our back is our connection to spirit, you're going into child's pose, so you're protected, almost like a turtle is pulling in and protecting themselves. But your back is exposed, so that's spirit, and it's giving it up to spirit, allowing spirit to take the reins. And so when your mind is starting, because so you're not alone in wanting mind cards, because we have 80,000 thoughts a day, and 75 or 80% of them are negative, or 85 to 90% are negative. So it's a huge amount of negative energy or negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, crap that goes through our head all the time. And how do we clear it out? And so this is about protection, allowing yourself to call your energy back, protect it by going into positive self-talk, Also going into Q-tip, quit taking it personally. And it's one of the 4 agreements. And so I shortened it to Q-tip so we just can remember, quit taking it personally. It has nothing to do with me. And I need to stay in my positive affirmations and my positive thought process, because we know that whatever we think about, we manifest. Not just think about, but wherever we put our energy, whether we put our energy into, like, it's our words that we speak, the thoughts that we feel or think, the emotions that we feel, it's what's creating our reality. And so keeping the thoughts with the mind clear and positive, and it's not about not feeling the negative, but allowing yourself to feel it and then trusting that it's all for our greater good. And it's all for your purpose. All right, thanks, Shelley. Okay, Crystal, for your spirit. All right. Let's do it. Okay, and I'm going to draw this one. Okay, no. I'm going to draw this one. There we go. Eagle pose, messages from spirit. Okay, so there seems to be this recurring theme, hey? Like I went to draw this card, but this one came up, and it's just like, I'm using a whole deck, but it's like there's only 3 cards today, and it's eagle pose, boat pose, and third eye. So they're all really, really high vibration. It's about changing our vibrations. So eagle pose is knowing spirit is telling you that spirit, she is giving you signs all the time. And so become aware of them, ask for them, ask to have more clarity around the signs. Notice what you're thinking about when you get those signs. So as I spoke about at the very beginning of this session, that I kept seeing 44. So it'd be 344, 644, 244. So noticing, so what am I thinking about at that time? Well, obviously I've just happened to be looking at the clock, but what is the deeper question? Like, it's a sign that spirit's there and supporting me. And what are the questions that I have? And knowing that you have those signs coming to you all the time and having fun with it. You guys, spirit is fun. Spirit is hilarious and wants to play with us. So let's play with them. Let's have fun. Let's bring it into, let's allow and add in our childlike wonder with it all. I still, after decades of getting signs and, messages, I still am blown away. I'm like, you can't make this up. Like, I still am, I think, like I said this morning, I posted that I was doing Intuitive Tuesdays at 7:44, and it's like, yes. All right. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, Vicky. How are you feeling today, Vicky? All right, Lee, mind. Okay, again, jumped out. All right, we got a different card. Pigeon. Emotions and feelings. So this is second chakra. So this is checking in with your hips and your periods, your moon cycles, your reproductive organs. Okay, but this is for the mind. So what is happening around your whole sexuality and femininity, and what emotions and feelings are playing havoc with your mind or affecting your mind. And checking in with them, allowing the feelings and the emotions to flow through, and to ask yourself, what is the bigger picture? What am I here to learn from this experience? Because not all of our experiences are positive. Not all our experiences are, like, ta-da! Some of them, are challenging. And so even though we have challenges, what is the bigger picture? What is the messages? What am I here to learn from them? And allowing the feelings and the emotions to flow through and to flow through. That's what the second chakra is all about, is emotions and feelings and fluidity, water, and just allowing it to wash through you. All right. Thanks. Thank you so much, Lee. All right, Vicky, body, please. Yes. Okay. Seated staff pose, individuality and character. So this card is about getting grounded. And with having 2 days of flying, spending time in, high-rise apartments, we need to get grounded, really, really, really get grounded. So making sure that you get your feet on the floor, get your hands on the floor, eat earth food, really get grounded, almost like like I said earlier, stamping your feet on the floor, holding rocks and getting, like I have stones on my desk here, holding your stones up to your heart chakra. But we've spent a lot of time in the air, and now we need to get grounded into our body. So doing some breath, connecting to your body that way, imagining dropping into your body. So all of those things to really allow yourself to get back on the earth. After we flew for had flights 2 days in a row, and then we were in high-rise hotel rooms, so we were not on the ground. So even going and sitting on your deck or on a step and having the sun on your face and just get grounded. Alrighty. Okay, Jenny, good morning. Body, please. Yes. Meditation, the place between thought and sleep. So this is really, of course, is about meditation. It's the third stage of meditation. So you've already done the unplugging and setting up your environment. You've already focused your mind. And now it's this place between thought and sleep that can help to heal the body. Noticing what is going on in your body, and even why did you ask for a body card? What is your body speaking to you? How is your body speaking to you, and what is your body telling you? And it's in this place that you're going to get the answers. It's right here in meditation. And I know you have a strong meditation practice, so it's really about using that opportunity to connect with the answers. What do you physically need to do at this point in time? Physically need to do for your body. And also body card is also about how we move through space. Teaching your meditation practices, right? Because you have such a strong meditation training, and then it's about teaching it. So physically doing that. All right, thanks, Jenny. Good morning, Tracy. Mind, please. Okay. Diet, nourishment, and hydration. So even though this seems like a body card, it's about, it's twists, it's bringing out the murky parts of our life, right? I do a detox flow yoga practice, and in it, we add the twists at the end so that we can really detox by wringing out the murky parts of our organs. But for our mind, it's like getting rid of that stuff that no longer serves. Nourish the good. Nourish the positive feelings, the positive emotions, and the positive thoughts and beliefs that reside there, and then wringing out and getting rid of the ones that aren't serving you. And it's so funny, right? Because as I was talking about this, I feel like it's like a sponge, and you're wringing it out, you're twisting and getting rid of that water. So that's the dirty water. That's the water that isn't serving you. But then the word here is hydrate, and so then plump up that sponge with all the good positive energies. And we have that capability. I know you know this, but this is, I want to talk to everybody now that we know how to shift our self-talk. We know intuitively, I believe. And plus, most of us have done enough studying, enough training, enough reading that we know how to shift it. And we need to shift it like this. We can do that. And so noticing when you're going into the negative crap and going, hell no, I don't live there anymore. And let's shift it and fill that sponge with really, I'm seeing like a river water, with water, like cold, clean, clear water coming over the rocks and soaking up that sponge with positive, yumminess. Awesome. Thank you, Tracy. Okay. Adrian, thank you for sharing your time and energy every Tuesday morning. Oh, thank you, Adrian. I love doing it. It juices me up and it excites me to do it. So thank you for being here. And I thank everybody for being here. It's such a pleasure to do this every Tuesday. I call it Intuitive Tuesday. And it's a gift for me as it is a gift for you. So thank you. Good morning, Lorene. Good morning, Leona. Hello, beautiful. Awesome. Thank you so much, Barb. Wanda, yay. Super excited for the weekend. Oh, me too. Adrian, perfect reading. Lisa, perfect reading. Hi, Christine. Hi, Shay. Shay, body, please. And so if I've called your name and you're watching, please put in body, mind, or spirit, and then I will draw you a card. All right, Shay, body, please, if there's time. I think there's time. I haven't heard my clock ding. That's my sign. Whoop. All right, this one jumped out. Eagle pose, messages from spirit. And Shay, I don't know if you were on the call right from the beginning, but we have had, this is the third time we've had this card, and I love it. So it's a really, really high vibration card, and it's telling us that we're getting signs all the time. So this is for your body. So checking in with your body, asking what it needs, and that, that you're getting signs. Like a lot of times for our body, we do what we think our body needs, instead of actually checking in with our body and what does our body need. Maybe it needs more rest. Maybe it needs to go for a walk. Maybe it needs to sit in the sun. Maybe it needs to get more grounded, like I was talking to Vicky about. Maybe it needs to eat more vegetables. Like I know after being away, I just came home and I made a big salad and a big tray of grilled in the oven, baked vegetables. And that's what my body needed. So keep checking in and noticing if you keep getting signs and symbols as to like recurring things about giving you direction about what your body means. And when I talk about the body card, as I said earlier, it's not just your physical body, but it's actually moving through space. So where do you need to go? What do you need to do to stay connected to your higher purpose? And watching for signs. This card is saying that you're getting signs all the time, and trusting that you're going to make the right phone call, you're going to do the right thing. Being here and putting your comment in is one of the very first steps. So yay, you're following the signs already and following your intuitive guidance, physically doing it for your body. Awesome. Thank you, Shay. All right. Hi, Kara. Good morning. Thank you, Shelly. My pleasure. Good morning, June. Kara, body, please. Okay, all right, let's do it. Let's give these cards a good shuffle. So I got a lot of comments about, can you see this? My nails at the conferences, and I'm like, I owned it, that they're like, oh wow, your nails match your display or your booth, and I'm like, yeah, that's called branding. So when I went to get my nails done, I actually did take out one of my business cards and match them up. I did it for my toes, and then I thought, nobody's going to see my toes. I'm not even going to see my toes that much other than my hotel morning yoga practice. And so I did my nails too, and it's been fun. All right, Kara, this is your card. Third chakra, power, courage, and visible. So this card, this is an awesome card. This is the solar plexus chakra. Right here. It's 2 inches above the belly button, and it's our power center. It's our place of ego. It's our place of courage and moving through fear and discomfort to do who we need to do, to be who we need to be in this lifetime. And so how are you showing up physically? How are you showing up in the world? How are you seen by others? And is there some changes that you want to make to really be who you want to be? Like, this is one of the questions I ask my clients. Who do you need to be to do what you want to do in this lifetime? And so I'm asking you that. Who do you need to be in order to do what you want to do? And what I do is I tap into people who I admire different qualities of them. And those are the qualities that, yes, that's who I need to be. I need to add that quality and that quality. And, what am I really passionate about? And bringing in those qualities that of things that get me really passionate, or maybe really pissed off. Like, so that's also another form of passion, and bringing that passion into showing up in the world. And so physically, what do you need to do? Who do you need to be that person to do what you want to do? And I say this every Tuesday, we can't do it alone. I believe life gets in our way. And so we need support. We need to have a coach. We need to have support, so like the Circle of Women. So really finding your support and joining us. If the link is in the comments, joining us for Circle of Women so that you can stay connected to your power and your confidence to be who you need to be and to do, so you can do what you want to do. Awesome. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Good morning, Jill. We were just texting this morning. Crystal, yes, or yep. I always get guidance, fully connected for sure. So thankful for this life. Awesome. Love the positive attitude. There's my chimers going, my clock going. Hi, Jill. I'm going to Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. Good morning, Brenda. Spirit. All right. So yes, I'm definitely going to do Brenda and Jill. All righty, Brenda. Throat chakra, communication, truth, and authenticity. So this is Spirit. So she is directly giving you this message to stay connected to your authentic self and speak your truth. So noticing when you might bite your tongue or you might hold back. And it's not about judging it. It's not about feeling shame around it. It's about going, you know what? I'm not speaking my truth. And why aren't I? Why am I holding back? What am I afraid of? What, you know, and we're afraid of being ridiculed. We're afraid of being confronted, or, you know, this is me, I was, right? I was afraid of being confronted. I was afraid of being ridiculed. And then we were afraid of that illusion of security, meaning that the person might not like us afterwards, right? And so checking in with that and, you know, maybe sitting or standing just a little bit taller so that you stay connected to your authenticity. But the thing is that when we do this, and we have collectively as women have done this for lifetimes, that when we're doing this, when we're not living our authentic self, when we're not speaking our truth, we're doing a disservice to the entire female population. How about putting a little pressure on you? And I don't mean to do that. I don't mean to put pressure on you, but really knowing that, taking that breath and then speaking your truth, noticing it at first, and then taking the courage to step into it, to be who you really are, and allowing people to see that amazing goddess that you are. Awesome. Thank you, Brenda. All right, Jill. Okay, and this is, I'm saying this is my last card, but I'm going to scroll down to see who else is there, just in case. Okay, Jill. Body, please. And solar plexus. So again, it's stepping into that power, stepping into the confidence. And I know you just sent me a text about this, and I didn't have a chance to read it because I was going live at the time and it came up across. And so I feel this is about being seen. We know there's no separation between body, mind, and spirit, right? There is no separation between body, mind, and spirit. So what is going on in your mind is going to manifest in your body. So we have to work together. The three have to work together. We need to meditate. And I know you have a strong meditation practice, but listening to spirit, following intuitive guidance, checking in with our body, asking our body, what does it need? Moving into going through each of the chakras. And Jill is also flying in from Mexico this weekend for our intuitive chakra training in Calgary. So super excited to spend the time with you, Jill. And I will take you all through this meditation this weekend that I've been talking about, where we actually have a conversation with each of our chakras on the physical. What does our body physically need from us? And so this is having the power and having the courage and really connecting to your solar plexus, to that fire within you. Alrighty, thank you so much, Jill. And thank you everybody for being on this call. Good morning, Corey. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Jenny. All right, Tracy, detox time. Awesome, yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly how I'm feeling too, Tracy. Alrighty, thank you all. Hi, Amanda, hi, Arlene. Thank you all so much for being on this. It's my pleasure every week to do this as a free offering to the community and helping people stay connected to their purpose and stay on their journey of following that intuitive guidance. So have a great week, everybody. If you're interested in the chakra training, personally email us at info@CandiceMcKim.com. It's starting on Friday. So if you feel called to make a trip to Calgary, join us. It's going to be amazing. Have a great week, everybody. Namaste.